yourself more. Right? So if you're structured, structure it. If you're quiet, do it quietly. You haven't got to be Winston Churchill. Right? The famous story about Winston Churchill, you know how great orator he was? He learnt it word by word. So he would stand up in the House of Commons and go, blah. He would practice that again, right? So be yourself more.
Yeah.
So he was a practicer, so he practiced. The power of 3.
Okay.
In a presentation in an assessment centre, you've normally got about 15 minutes, if you're lucky, right? If it was 2 minutes or if it was an hour, what pops into my head is what's the 3 things I'm trying to get across.
Okay.
Right? 3 messages. If it's about content, so it might be, again, the presentation often is things like you've got £1 million to spend on the house service, where should you spend it and why? I'd have 3 things that I spend it on. Right? That's what I would do. I would do the classic, my beginning of my presentation would be, this is where we're going. I'm going to talk to you about 3 ideas. I'd then tell them, and then I'd summarise it.
Okay.
Power of 3 again. Tell them what you're going to tell them, and tell them what you've told them.
Okay.
The power of 3. The power of 3 has just always made me relax. Because I've only got 3 things to think about.
Yeah.
Right? Because what often happens is people think they've got 30 things to think of, and they've got 25 slides, and you talk more when you're nervous, right? Which is not good. Or people take twice as long to explain themselves when they're nervous, right? So less is more. However, in your state of nervousness, you always think you want loads of slides, because that's somehow going to keep you safe. And I'm not convinced. Brilliant looks like not needing any notes. So make your slides so obvious that you can just talk to the slide.
Okay.
If you can, don't make them too wordy. What people often do is they kind of get that message, but instead of having notes, they write them on the slide.
Yeah.
So the slide's just got a paragraph, and they just stand there. It's bullet points that mean something to you.
Yeah.
There's something clicks in your head and said, you know, when I just put bedpans up, what bedpans meant was about the duty of care we have to people to notice how they're feeling about things like bedpans. Then that's really good, rather than writing it out. And then I'm going to say what I've said about everything. Practice it.
Okay.
Practice it. Do it with your mates. Do it. Get someone to give you a daft thing to present on. You got 20 minutes to do it, and then just present
Go
it.
for it. Yeah.
Confidence is pattern recognition.
Yeah.